there's multiple legal, lawful arguments that can promote the empowerment of each of us as individuals. One of them is the writ of Quo-Warranto process, which is similar to state ex rel. The terms are synonymous, and that authorizes, there's statutes authorizing the Quo-Warranto state ex rel process to remove any public servant from office through a direct complaint that they have abused the position of their office. Emphatically, from multiple different angles, we've got the authority to bring and prosecute criminal complaints against corrupted public servants. There's others. I like the Quo-Warranto process better, but there's a similar process talking about private attorney general. Many of you have heard that. That's very similar. I think they overlap with the Quo-Warranto process. And so there's multiple powerful, supportive legal arguments to empower us to, as individuals, to bring forth criminal complaints. And once against corrupted public officials or corporations, which are frequently involved, that computer system that is monopolizing the voting process there. The executives in that computer company ought to be criminally accused also and take over their corporation. Anyway, there's the more important in a criminal complaint, a more important element than the court itself is the criminal complaint from the individual, because that presents evidence to reasonable minds that due process of law needs to respond to the complaint before the court. If it's sworn before God as being true and the person's of good reputation, then that's sufficient evidence to justify the court moving forward behind the criminal complaint. The moving party, the prosecuting party, is the complaining party. And once that complaint is part of the record, and it sounds like Paul has agreed to fill that void, even if it's not his own personal testimony, he can be the chief prosecutor of the 44 and or others that are providing the evidence, and at that point our court can follow the moving parties and adjudicate whatever is in the interests of justice.